I heard wishes come true when they're named and dated. Imagine my surprise when it was your name that was stated. Brown hair, brown eyes, witty, kind of shy. Imagine my surprise when you were word for word my dream guy. And the entries from 15 years ago. Your name followed me where I went. You popped up like an internet router connection when my sanity had been spent. The idea of you wasn't imagined. It was transcribed from something more. Angels whispered in my ear that you were real when I couldn't believe in you anymore. And word for word, the same meaning, word for word, the unfortunate lie, because I didn't just write a hello. For some stupid reason, I also wrote in a goodbye. So I keep getting deja vu when I see the way that you act. Because my dream wasn't for some perfect person, but for you. Word for word. Exact. For my new book, A Magnificently Ordinary Romance, available in bookstores and online now. My room is very messy in the house where I grew up. But if you come in to get to know me, there will be hot cafe and a warm cup. I can't give you more than that, so keep your expectations low. But the house where I grew up is the one worth getting to know. The tile in the kitchen is stained, the blankets are all worn out, but this home here, there's a lot to understand and learn about. I used to be afraid of the dark, so there's glowing stars on my bedroom ceiling, mismatched notebooks that help carry the words I was so heavily feeling. I used to run in cross-country races. So there's old jerseys in my drawer. Forgotten old Polaroids with people I don't talk to anymore. I donated clothes that used to be my favorite. There's a passed-down guitar hanging on my wall. My house is very imperfect, but very loved, despite it all. Some of the paint is a little different. Many things about it aren't the same. But baby pictures rest on the furniture here. I'm called only by my middle name. I grew up here. I cried here. For a long time here I couldn't be, but this messy house is the reason that I became me. The doors don't really close right, and privacy is hard to find. The shower might be a little clogged, but this house is home when it comes to mine. There are pots and pans in the oven. There are handprints in the cement. My hands have gotten much bigger since then. I've written more letters I never sent. This messy house of mine, I used to be ashamed. The floors are all scratched up, my insecurities are all framed. But here exists a part of me I struggle to feel I truly know. I've forgotten so much about myself. Here is where my childhood self feels safe enough to go. Because her hands rest on the cement. Her laugh is in the walls. This messy house of mine still answers my heart when it calls. It is not a mansion. It is not perfectly made. The colors on the blankets, I've watched them all fade. But if you come in and you love it, if it too makes you feel at home, you'll understand that perfection cannot hold the entirety of beauty alone. For my new book, A Magnificently Ordinary Romance, available in bookstores and online now. I don't want to go, but you keep pushing me away. So it seems like a self-fulfilling prophecy that nobody would ever want to stay. But it's not for the reasons you think. When you let all these hypotheses flow, you push me away while I tell my friends I still care about him, you know. Nobody will ever stay. So you put in less effort overall. If a tree never grows, does it ever really learn how to fall? If an ocean never meets land, it may never need to crash, but a wound need not be physical to be considered such a gash. I don't want to go. But how many chances will it take? I pour my heart out for you with the chance that one day you may wake from the nightmare you've created from always being inside your head. If I could, I would save you so you never feel that sense of dread. And I want to, but I shouldn't. Because some things aren't mine to heal. But if I could, I would stay. I would remind you how to feel. Because to me, love is giving. But love need not be love to give. And maybe I do love you, or maybe I just love to forgive. So I don't want to go. But it's destructive for me to stay. Love need not be love to give, but love might be the reason you keep pushing me away. Why? Honestly. It's okay if I'm not the one, if that's the reason for your leaving. Well, while it lasted, I had a lot of fun. But something tells me that it's deeper. It's okay if you want it to be more. You're unsure, not ready, you've never met a future like this before, and you're not sure who you want to be. Who is that, by the way? The version you need to be to allow your happiness to stay. Is he kinder, more creative? has more accolades to his name, a less traumatic childhood? Is he the man you wish that you became? Why? To be worth loving? What if I said I love you today? I don't care who you could become. I think you're beautiful this way, and maybe you're not perfect. But I promise you, neither is he. The only difference, you should care about only one of you met me, and you are so kind, creative, and successful. Believing that about yourself shouldn't be this stressful. I don't want you to go. I don't want to go. But you keep pushing me away. So eventually I just leave a note. For what it's worth, I loved you today. For my new book, Magnificently Ordinary Romance, available online and in bookstores now. 10 o'clock, the bar opens. The bartender says hello. 3 free drinks later, neither of us wanted to go. You tell me all these stories about hardship in books. You're such a beautiful pair, the kinder older man says as he looks at the way that you're admiring me, holding my hand. We must have looked pretty great because the man comes to a stand. A drink for the pretty couple. We both laugh but don't shake our heads. I think I loved you then, but that's not where the feeling ends. We weren't a couple then. I couldn't love you too soon. So instead we walked around and I pointed out the moon. I pointed out your beauty. I pointed out your mind. You said you didn't want to be famous, but your autograph on my heart had already been signed. I started whispering it slowly. I love you, I would say. Maybe you noticed. But maybe you just didn't love me in that same way. For my new book, A Magnificently Ordinary Romance, available online and in bookstores now.